It was weird setup. You're live. Hi, YouTube.
Hold up, actually.
And then you can set that as far out to the end of that table as you want. And then you can move the computer to where it's good on the screen, like as much as possible. Yes. All right. It's about that time. I think we're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome to the first meeting of 2023. Thanks everyone for coming out this evening. The weather is a little nasty, so I'm sure the drive was a little rough for you guys. I appreciate you coming. Before we get started, we're going to start with the invocation and the pledge. So I'm going to invite Pat to come up and get us started with that. I gotta use it.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No.
Well, this is the start of the new year, and between Christmas and New Year's, we do a lot of eating, and it seems like afterwards, like, well, I gotta go on a diet and all that good stuff. So this is called Ode to the New Year Dieting in January. 'Twas a month after Christmas, and all through the house. Nothing would fit me, not even a blouse. The cookies I'd nibbled, the eggnog I'd taste, at the holiday parties had gone to my waist. I remember the marvelous meals I prepared, the gravies and sauces and beef nicely layered, the wine and the rum balls, the bread and the cheese, and the way I'd never said, no, thank you, please. As I dressed myself in my husband's old shirt and prepared once again to battle with dirt, I said to myself, as I only can, you can't spend a winter disguised as a man. So away with the last of the sour cream dip. Get rid of the fruitcake, every cracker and chip. Every last bit of food that I like must be banished, to all the additional ounces I've vanished. I won't have a cookie, not even a lick. I want only to chew on a long celery stick. I won't have hot biscuits or cornbread and pie. I'll munch on a carrot and quietly cry. I'm hungry, I'm lonesome, and life is a bore. But isn't that what January is for? I thought that was cute. Okay, I have a couple little jokes here. It's kind of nice to laugh. It's good for the soul, they say. A Jewish rabbi and a Catholic priest met at Albuquerque's annual 4th of July picnic. Old friends, they began the usual banter. This baked ham is really delicious, the priest teased the rabbi. You really ought to try it. I know it's against religion, but I can't understand why such a wonderful food should be forbidden. You don't know what you're missing. You just haven't lived until you try Mrs. Warren's prized Virginia baked ham. Tell me, Rabbi, when are you going to break down and try it? The rabbi looked at the priest with a big grin and said, at your word. Nicholas took his 4-year-old son Brian to several baseball games, where the star-spangled banner was sung before the start of each game. Later, Nicholas and Brian attended St. Bartholomew's Church on the Sunday before Independence Day. The congregation sang the Star-Spangled Banner, and that everyone sat down, Brian suddenly yelled out at the top of his voice, "Play ball!" This would be all I need about your heads if you would please. For our prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you for helping us to make it through this difficult year. Thank you that you carried us through this uncertainty of deep waters, through the flames of trials, and through the pain of our losses. We are constantly aware how much we need you, your grace, your strength, your power working through even the toughest days. Help us to keep our focus first on you this season. Please forgive us for giving too much time and attention to other things, for looking to other people before coming to you first. Help us to reflect again on what Christmas is really all about. Thank you that you came to give me life, peace, hope, and joy. Thank you that your power is made perfect in our weakness. Help us to remember that the gift of Christ Emmanuel is our greatest treasure, not just at Christmas, but for the whole year through. Fill us with the joy and the peace of your Spirit. Direct our hearts and minds towards you. Thank you for the reminder that both in seasons of celebration and in seasons of brokenness, you're still with us. For you will never leave us. Thank you for your daily powerful presence in our lives, that we can be assured your heart is towards us. Your eyes are over us, and your ears are open to our prayers. Thank you that you surround us with favor as with a shield, and we are safe in your care. We choose to press in close to you today and keep you first in our hearts and lives. Without you, we would surely fail, but with you, there is great hope. Thank you for your healing power. Thank you for bringing us to this new season up ahead. We look forward to all that you still have in store. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to get the meeting started here. We'll start with some old business. There's not a whole lot there. We've been off for a couple months, so there's not too much to go over, but there are a few things. We had the holiday cluster. That was our last gathering of the year. It turned out very well. Thank you to Savoy's Restaurant for catering that. Food was fantastic. And like I mentioned a little bit ago, we handed out the prizes for the passport program at that holiday dinner. So if you missed that and you were part of the passport program last year, make sure you grab your prize. It is at the back table. Oxalic acid treatments. Excuse me. Thank you, Charlie and Lindsay, for helping folks out with that over the solstice season. If anybody still needs oxalic acid treatments done and needs help with that, let us know, because we do have folks that were willing to do that. And that was it. On to the new business. We're going to start with the treasurer's report from Amy. Amy, you got a second?
Happy New Year. So starting the new year off with a drum roll. In December we had $9,332, but now this month we are at $8,877.27. And we are collecting dues. So if you haven't paid your dues, you can see me in the back. And then we're going to discuss some of the things we might start spending some money on.
Yes.
Let me know.
Perfect. Thank you. I want me. Sweet. I appreciate it. All right. And then, Deb, do you have anything as far as the state report is concerned, aside from the conference? No, I didn't think so. The state hasn't met since the fall meeting. So there should be one coming up soon, and we'll have some more stuff to report. But we'll talk about the conference here in just a minute. Some more new business. It's official. Westover is going to be a 2023 Beeks in the USA. We've been talking about that for quite a few months now, and it finally came to fruition here at the end of December. So congrats to Shauna for all the hard work that she put in on getting that certification. It's really neat, and it's a neat way for us to be able to work with the city a little more to kind of get our brand shown out there. So that's awesome. Very excited about the work that we're going to get to do. It's time to register for the spring conference. If you haven't yet, or if you don't know about it, the 2023 West Virginia Beekeepers Association Spring Conference is coming up this March 17th and 18th. Last year, we hosted it here in Mon County. This year, the Mountaineer Beekeepers Association are hosting it, and it's going to be down in Clarksburg at the Village Square Conference Center. Early bird registration for the conference, which is the best bang for your buck, if you will, ends at the end of January. So make sure you register before then. The first 100 folks that register are entered to win 100 V-Bucks at the conference to spend on vendors. There's a free t-shirt that comes with it, as well as a free V-pen and a free patch. And then, of course, access to all of the vendors. There's already been a few keynotes announced, and I think that they're still looking at a few more. I know that things are still in the works, but Kent Williams and Humberto Cristiani may be some names that you folks have heard of. If not, Kent Williams runs a bee school down in Kentucky. Is that right? Kentucky? Yes. And Humberto Cristiani is a researcher at the University of Florida and has a lot of fantastic research. He runs a YouTube channel called Live from the Hive. Inside the Hive TV, that's what it is. With a lot of great information, so if you want to check that out. You see there's a QR code on the screen. It's probably also in your newsletter. You can register directly from there if you want to use that. If not, you can go online to mountaineerbeekeepers.com/honeyinthehills to register for the conference there. Make sure you pay your dues before you do that so that you get, it's a $5 discount for West Virginia Beekeepers Association members. So if you're a dues paying WBA member, then you can get a discount on your registration there as well. We have a spring 2023 beginner beekeeping class that's going to be coming up. It's going to be tentatively February 25th and March 4th. And then we're also going to have an in-hive session this year, which is something we haven't been able to do yet, which we're very excited about, which we're going to host on April 1st. It'll be hosted here in the afternoons from 12 to 3. And we're still kind of working out the kinks and as far as educational details. We've got a group of people that are going to be finishing that stuff up, hopefully here in the next few weeks. But I do have some promotional flyers that we can get out. I put them all on the back table. So if you have them, you're more than well, or if you know of any place that will allow you to put them out, or know of anybody that can make use of them, feel free to take a few before you go, because we can always use a good promotion. Any questions so far? It's Brittany. Yes, that is Brittany. No, I did not. Okay, but I will. I talked to her, but she didn't say anything about it, so I thought that we already did. I'll confirm that this evening before we go. She said she's here until 9, so we should be good. Yeah, no, we're good. I'll confirm that this evening, but yeah, so that should be that's the dates that we tentatively talked about with her, so that should be confirmed. We'll confirm it this evening. We're gonna look at putting together a spring pro suite order. The only question is when and how much. We're looking at potentially getting a similar setup to what we had last year. It worked out very well when we have the pro suite brought in, and then we put it into buckets and sell it out that way to members. And then we're looking at if potentially we get enough, selling some at our booth at the spring conference to make a little extra money for the club for our beginners classes and things like that. Since we do have everyone here tonight, tonight, I guess now's a good time to look at talking about when we might want to do that and how much we might want to get. Like I said, last time we got 1 tote, so Linda? Sure. They do, yes, absolutely. I called Man Lake and confirmed, so we do have access to whatever we would need to get early spring. We were thinking potentially sometime in February. That would give us time to get it out to our club members so that they can have it on stock for the beginning of their spring season, and then have it on hand for the spring conference. Does that sound like it might be doable for folks? Does that sound like would you guys want to buy Pro Suite, I guess, around that time is what I'm asking? Or should we wait a little longer? Okay. Oh no, just yeah, we can do a show of hands, that's fine. By show of hands, if we get Pro Suite in February, would anybody be interested in ordering some? Okay. Correct. And is there something about that you didn't like? Okay. Yeah, you're good for a while, for sure. Yeah, you should be good for a while, for sure. And I know that some members buy a little bit extra and then keep on hand, so I'm sure if you missed the order initially, we could make sure that you had it later if you needed it. So, and I think what we're kind of shaping towards is maybe 2 orders a year anyway, one in the spring and then another one in the fall. So if for some reason you miss out on that first one, we could definitely get you on the second one. We'll work on logistics here in the next few weeks. So look for something in your email and also on our socials for more information on a Pro Suite order. Mentor mentee passports. I mentioned the prizes from last year earlier. We're going to be doing that again this year. We're going to try to simplify it a bit. The only stamps that you guys will have to take care of as part of that passport will be the ones with your mentors and mentees. We're going to keep track of everything else on our end. The goal for everyone is 40 stamps this year, mentors and mentees alike. So you get two stamps per month from the meeting. So good job. You got 2 today. One for, I'm sorry, that's wrong. 2 stamps per month from mentor-mentee meetings. So you didn't get 2, you only got 1. 1 stamp for attending meetings, which is from tonight, and then 2 for attending events. So the spring conference, if you come and help out with our booth and stuff there, you can get 2 stamps for that. With our spring beginner course, if you want to volunteer to do things for that, you can get stamps there as well. And we'll have a lot of other events throughout the year. This program's to encourage involvement, so we want to keep it fun, and we have really good prizes. If you haven't seen the ones, if you didn't partake in our program last year, before you go, make sure you check out our Hive tools. They're engraved with our logo. They're super fancy and super cool, and you really want one. So, all right, and with that, that concludes the normal business part of what we're of the meeting here. Does anybody have any specific business items they'd like to bring up before we do that? Amy, specifically, maybe the funds.
We talked about maybe possibly purchasing a covered trailer that load up and take to the various events that we go to for the business. And then sort of can be stored now. Scattered everywhere, but we've been looking around. I did find one on Facebook Marketplace for which is a 5x8 covered trailer for $3,000. I didn't know that's something you all would be interested in putting up to build something that's really look into getting. If it's a good price, bad price, no one's a little searching for us. Shopping around, looking online, seeing if that's something the used trailer we can buy. Where they store it there, and we'll go to a conference, or to a educational group, or to a different places in Hawaii. Load it up, take it and go. So that's something I thought about. Some of the money toward that. Some of those grants we have to show that we're using this money for community education to get it back. And the other thing is, I'm going to go to the Highlight conference. And I do have a trailer for products, so if you think there's something that we need to put in our borrowing cabinet over at Howard, plus reviews, I can take suggestions, and if I'm able to pick up something for a good deal, I'm happy to do that for the club as well. So you can email me, and if maybe now, by the end of the meeting, and let me know.
Does anybody have specific thoughts? Karen? I mentioned that at a meeting recently at one of our officers' meetings because you did mention that it was a little bit rough. I know it's been through some use, I guess, so that may be something we should definitely look into. Does anybody have any thoughts on the trailer specifically? Mark, you look like you might have a thought. Okay, so storage for one. We have a lot of like educational materials and things like that we're hauling around. Yeah. For the back, like a trailer that hooks to the back of a truck. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, it's gonna hook to the back of the truck, and then we can take it to like the West Virginia State Honey Festival when we go down there to Parkersburg or the different festivals around the city. It'd be like an easier way of hauling things for not even just one person, but if anybody wanted to do events. There are events that I can't always attend, so then if somebody else is handling it, they can hook it up to their truck and go. We thought it might be a good idea if folks are not opposed, it might be a nice use of our finances, as Amy was mentioning. Or if anybody has any idea on trailers and things like that, if none of us know anything about it. It looks like a good price when you look at it up against other stuff online, as far as like the make and model and things like that. You're looking at $6,000 trailer new, so $3,000 doesn't look too bad. But we just wanted to, I guess, bring that up to see what everyone's thoughts were. Do we want to put it to a vote to buy something like that? Do we want to wait and think on it more? Do we have thoughts? Right. Which would the license and taxes. I'm not sure about like it would go under the club's name, right? Because we're a nonprofit organization, so we have an EIN. We can get things under. Anything we would do, it would have to be done in the club's name. We wouldn't want to do it in an individual. But it's something we could look into if we think it would be worth our time. Yeah.
Not very big.
No, it's not a huge trailer. That's for sure. Yeah. Well, my thought is bigger than that. I mean, that I can't imagine how much stuff we're going to store that would be more than a 5x8 trailer. Aside from maybe wood boxes, you know what I mean? And I don't know when we're going to get that many wood boxes to store. A more expensive trailer. I mean, we can look at it. Is the consensus then that a longer trailer would be better? Is that what your thought is? Right. Where a 5x8, I guess, is a little more universal for folks to be able to pull. It has. What is it?
Most of them have gates.
Yeah, it has a door that that opens. I'm not sure about how it drops. I'll have to look into that more. I don't know.
Once they're a certain age, they start leaking, and it's leaking, there's no reason you can have it.
Right.
And so, new trailer doesn't leak right away, but once they start leaking, you can't fix it.
Right.
Other than that, I don't know.
Right. So we want to look a little deeper into maybe this specific one. We're not going to jump on it right yet, but we'll look into it, get more specifics on the trailer itself back to you guys, and then maybe go from there. How do you mean? So yes, it is an expense. In the same way that I guess like a speaker system or one of these things, projector is an expense. Sure. The theory would be that the more that you are able to do, then the more you can fundraise and pay for things. So I would say yes, but no, I not directly. You know, it's not going to pay for itself.
Eventually it'll be paid off or paid in whole, and we won't be paying for storage
Right,
Because you guys can't keep stuff in hospital.
right.
Just looking at your house.
Yeah, right. Well, currently, a good percentage of the club stuff is in my house, and the other percentage of it is at Al's. So it would be nice to find a place that we could condense the club stuff, if not a trailer, right? It doesn't have to be a car trailer, but have you got a closet somewhere we can use? No. Yeah, I get in a lot of trouble for all the club stuff in my house too. So we're working on it. But like I said, it doesn't have to be a trailer, it doesn't have to be able to be pulled. It just has to be some solution at some point, you know. But we'll look more into the trailer. If any of you guys have any ideas or know anybody that has a nice trailer or see anything that you think that might be useful for that, please let us know, because it's definitely something that we're kind of in the market for. Yes, sir. Right. Yeah, I was gonna say 12 feet might be a little too big for what we're able to, but I appreciate the offer for sure. Thank you. Anything else on the trailer for now? All right, let's move on. New year, new beat. So we have a lot of new stuff going on with the Mon County beekeepers that we haven't really had a chance to kind of sit down and talk about before. So I want to take some time to go through some of what we have going on here with everyone, so that you know what our resources are, what we have to offer, and what we're doing throughout the year. We're going to start with everyone's favorite website, Facebook. If you were my friend on Facebook recently, disclaimer, and you're not my friend on Facebook anymore, it's because I got hacked. I apologize for getting hacked. I don't know what I did, but I apologize if I'm not your friend anymore. I'm trying to move away from Facebook as a whole, because it really isn't a secure place for us to do all of the work that we do for a nonprofit organization in the way that we do it. So you'll notice that our live stream is through YouTube now. That's a bit more of a secure platform than Facebook Live. And for a lot of other reasons, I think it's important, but we do have these resources available, so we're going to go through them. The first thing I want to show you is our page. We have two things on Facebook. We have a page and we have a group. And they're separately important for different reasons, and I'll explain that as we get to them. The page is where everyone follows us. So it's like the website of the Facebook world, if that makes sense. So if you want to see what we're doing in a public domain, you'll check the Facebook page if you're on Facebook like that. The group, however, which is a little bit different, is where we all interact together. It's where you can become a member of and then also post your own material so that other people in the group can confirm and share. Sorry, this keeps happening. The group we are going to be making private in the next few weeks. It's currently open, and right now you'll notice that this group does have, I don't even think it says how many members it has, but it's just over 500. We don't have 500 members of the Montague County Beekeepers Association. And that is what our page is for, right? For people that want to follow us. But I think it's important to provide value where we can. So we're going to limit our group to those folks that are dues-paying members of the club. And that's going to happen, probably not immediately. It's not going to happen tonight. It'll probably happen over the next few weeks. But if you are watching our live stream and aren't a dues-paying member of the club and want to continue to be a part of our group, or if you're here and want to continue to be a part of the Facebook group but don't want to pay the dues, I'm sorry. The Facebook group is going to be a bit more exclusive, but you can always follow along with our page. And as far as that's concerned, that's about all. The group itself has a place where there are files. If you share files on Facebook, it puts them all in one place. You can see the Beekeeping Basics Penn State book is here. HC Guide to Interactive Roa Guide is here. There's some PDFs from 2021 that some folks have shared. Anything that anyone within the group shares that is set up as a shareable PDF comes here and kind of stays here forever. So you can always check back through resources if someone shared something here that you find necessary or helpful. There's also videos. You can check through like the different club images that have shared and videos that have been shared. Most of you guys know how to use Facebook, so I won't dwell too much on this part. What we've been working on is more on the website side, so I'm gonna spend some more time there. But you will notice that you will see things like this come up on our Facebook every once in a while. We do have a Facebook message set up for our page that allows local people to ask questions. Patty Stafford asked if we had any honey with Coleman in for sale, so I posted that directly to the group. So that is a benefit of being a member of the Facebook group, is that sometimes you'll see things like that. There are also some businesses that will post specials on our Facebook group sometimes. That's going to stop because you can't be a business and a member of the club. So it'll only be individuals that are members of the group. So you won't be seeing that stuff on there anymore. If we do, we're going to limit, severely limit marketing posts, I guess, on the group itself. But that's all I have on Facebook. Does anybody have any questions on our resources we offer there? No? Okay, perfect. Is there anything online? Like as far as questions? No? Okay, good. So that brings us to the website. This is our website. It's the Montague County, it's moncountybeekeepers.org. And this is going to be our central hub for membership online. So we're going to move from kind of doing everything in the way we have in the past, where you have to kind of look for things in different places. And it's all going to be available right here. So I'm going to kind of go through some of this stuff with you. The first thing I'm going to show you is the member portal. There is a password to the member portal. This is password protected. So when you go to come in here, you'll have to know what the password is, which we will provide via email here in the next week or so. I'm going to go ahead and log into this page. Welcome members. Check below for links and updates. This is going to run similar to a blog where we can post specific updates to members. You'll see there's one update that was posted here on January 2nd. It's just a welcome note that I put in here. Welcome to the members only page. Here you'll find member specific information. Make sure if you haven't already, you check out the snack sign up sheet. I haven't mentioned that yet, but make sure you check out the snack sign up sheet. Thank you to Lindsay for providing snacks for the beginning of the year. I don't think there are a lot of other people signed up for this year yet, so make sure you check that out. If you don't do the online stuff but still want to bring snacks, that's okay too. Just let me know and I'll put it in for you. We'll take care of it. Is that what you were saying? No? Okay. All right. So back to the member portal, there's a few resources here that you have access to. There's that snack sign up sheet I was talking about. You can click on that directly. It opens a new page and you can sign up to bring snacks for any month right from there. It also shows you who signed up to bring snacks on the other month. So if you forget what month you signed up for, you can go right here and see what month you signed up for. So we'll always have snacks. The most important thing. Another thing in the member portal is the club newsletters. That link's not working. Great, I'll fix that when I get home. You have access to all of the club newsletters that we have here. It's only accessible through the member portal because, of course, financials and all of those things, right? So we want to keep that within the member portal as much as we can. So you'll see that here. And if you have any questions, of course, you can contact us here at the bottom. If you want to see anything added to any of these pages, you can contact us directly through here. Now, I'll show you the resources that are available to everybody, not just members. This is our join page. If you want to join Mon County, if you want to join Mon County and you're not here right now, you can go to our join page. You can click here and it will download the membership application that you filled out back there or that you haven't seen yet. And you can fill that out. You can mail it directly back to Amy. It has her address listed on the bottom, and then she can get you listed as a member for 2022 or 2023. It's pretty cut and dry, very simple page. Events, this is your events calendar. This is a good place to keep up on. If you're on Facebook, I have it tagged in the preview bar of the Facebook page. If you're not, this is a great place to find everything. It's a calendar month by month, tells you all of the events that we have going on. You'll notice in February, there's the start of our beginners class. There's, you can click on this stuff and it gives you more information. Fully interactive. And if you are checking out the month's meetings, say, so this one's January, you can look directly at the meeting and it'll give you the link to sign up for snacks or to check the sign up, and also the link to stream live if you're not going to be here. So if you're unable to be here someday, that's okay. We can't all make it every time. You can always check the website for the link directly to the live stream for that evening. Resources. We have a full resources page that has a plethora of fantastic things that you all should be accessing as much as you can. This is probably one of the most extensive resources pages that I've seen in our state. And this was actually set up before I came along. So kudos to whoever set most of this up. It's really, really nice. But aviary registrations for Maryland, PA, and West Virginia. So if you have aviaries in other states, you can even do that directly through here. All these are links to the direct websites, to their online registration. Folks that we know that have bees for sale are listed right here. Some of this information may be a little outdated from a year or so ago, but we try to keep it as updated as we can. It's getting back to spring again, so we'll be updating that again soon. Links to other clubs and associations. You'll notice that there are a few here that have web pages as well. We've linked all of those. That way, if you're members there and you want to see what's going on in other places, you have access to that. Conference information and the Honeybee Expo. We have links to both of the information sets on those here. Equipment retailers, we put a whole set of links there, from local equipment like OWL to regionally local equipment like Bearsville Bees and the Bee Barn and Medallion Honey Farms. There's lots of nice equipment dealers around here for you guys to access. There's a few periodicals that we've given non-direct access to. If you go to the American Bee Journal, you still have to pay. We don't pay for that. But we do give you access to their website if you don't know where to find that stuff directly from our resources page. There's a few cool things under pest management. That's actually one place that we spend a lot of time here within the club is pest management, I feel like. Something I want to point out directly is that they just released, the Honeybee Health Coalition just released a new varroa management guide. Of course, it can't be reached. Oh. Yes, it can. Okay. And a best management resources. So we use this stuff a lot here. There's the varroa management guide. You can pull it up directly from here. It talks about all of the different management types and how to do them. So if you get, or if you have, formic acid that you threw the correct packaging away for and you need to look it up, all of that stuff's listed right here. We find this very useful. We used it at our workshop last year and was a wealth of information on treatments that we don't even use. Of course, the ones that we do, but things that you wouldn't even normally be using, it gives you information on. So it's a nice resource to learn from. Best management practices guide. This is what I was talking about. They just updated this recently for varroa. It's varroa management, correct, Linda? Is it? Which one did they just update? Foul brood. I'm sorry. Managing foul brood. Yeah, this one they just released new information on. So if you have the time and the interest, please check all this stuff out. The Honeybee Health Coalition is an amazing site with a lot of resources, and we do a lot of links directly to them. So feel free to check that stuff out. Online retailers, there's a list of those. Videos, these are videos that have been, I'm actually not sure why these videos are listed, if I'm being honest. They're David Burns, Barnyard Bees, UOG Honeybee Research Center. They're all great videos, great video links if you are looking for more information, you're trying to scour YouTube for different beekeepers to follow. There's no rhyme or reason as to why they're listed though. They're not vetted by anyone specific, or we don't endorse them specifically, but there is a lot of good information there. And then another online resource that we like to provide is the beekeeping calendar for the Northeast. It's provided by Cornell. It's a great beekeeping calendar, provides a lot of really good information. You'll actually note on your newsletters, every single month I put the information from this calendar right on the front page with a link to where you can access the interactive information as well. It's some of the most extensive information, and like I said, it's very interactive, so it's kind of fun to play with. But check that out if you're interested, because there's a wealth of information there as well. Something else that's new to us this year, and this is just a little more fun, is the MCBA store. We have a store now, so if you guys want merchandise, you can go have merchandise. You can get a Columbia vest with our logo imprinted on it. You can get these shirts. I'm not wearing mine right now, but the ones like we have the logo on, you can get those all directly from this. Yes, like that one. Yes, like that one. But it won't say what's the buzz on the front. It will just have the logo on the front. They're a little bit different. We will do orders for other shirts in the future, but this is a really cool feature to offer, or to be able to offer to folks, because why not, I guess, right? So and we have there's men's and women's Columbia vests. If you guys see anything you want to see featured on the store, see any products you'd like to see, let us know. You can buy a mug. I don't know why that image is weird. You can't see the whole image, but I promise it's the whole logo. A beanie. So there's all kinds of cool stuff there, and you can check that out. It's fully functional. They deliver it directly to your door. It's a third party that actually handles all this stuff. It's not through the Mon County Beekeepers Association. It's through the website that hosts our domain. So we sent them our logo. They provide all these materials. Basically, you pay us, and we have them ship it directly to you. So if you guys do want to have any cool beekeeper merch, feel free to check it out. The prices are actually pretty reasonable too. They didn't give us a lot of options, but I tried to make it to where we didn't make a lot of money, so they were cheap. So that's pretty cool. So that's neat. And then let me see if there's any other. There's a link for honeybee removals. This is actually more for the public than anything else. It's more for Google. That way, when folks are in the county and they're Googling, I have honeybees on my porch, what do I do? Or I have a swarm in my yard, it makes us pop up. So we have this little contact form that they can fill out, which comes directly to info@moncountybeekeepers.org, which is our group email address, which sends us a group email that says, hey, we have honeybees on our porch. So then we can send out a blast to all of our members saying, hey, whoever can get there fastest, let us know. We're also working with the 211 program. We sent them all of our information earlier this month, and we're waiting on confirmation. But here in the next few weeks, folks will be able to call 211 and request honeybee removal services as well, which is really, really cool that they offered that as kind of a perk. And it's throughout the whole state. It's not just here in Mon County. It's a West Virginia-wide program. It basically puts you in touch with a United Way representative, because the program's through United Way, and then they get you in touch with whoever the designated representative is for that area. So if you know anybody or you see anything, you can always tell them they can check out our website or they can call 211. And then the last link that I have on here directly is a link to the 2023 Spring Conference. It's actually not on our website. It's hosted with somebody else. It's hosted with the Mon County Beekeepers, but I put it there to be convenient so that if you guys want to go on and register, you can just go right to our website and register. You don't have to go anyplace else. Early bird special, all that stuff is of course to us. So you can check out the kids program here, places to stay, vendors, and all that stuff directly at a link from our website. Which is super nice. And then the last thing that I have is our social links. So as you see right here, it's called our link tree. If you don't know what a link tree is, Google it. They're really, really cool. Basically, it's a place where all of your things live in one place. So I can put our website here, and people can click on it just to go directly to our website. And I can put our YouTube here, and they can go directly to our YouTube. And it gives us a QR code that allows you to do all those things. So if you look on the top corner of your newsletter that's printed out, that QR code is our Linktree QR code. And so you can follow along, I should have probably said this at the beginning, but you can follow along from your phone on our website if you go through that Linktree. But it has access to our YouTube channel, which we're streaming live on right now. It has access to our website, our Facebook page, our Instagram, and right now, currently a link to the conference registration and the beginner beekeeping course, because registration for that is going to open very, very soon. So if you guys ever are looking for something to save that's a good resource, I would always suggest bookmarking this page. So if you go to your Safari on your phone, once you take a picture of that QR code, you can bookmark that page, and it's a link to anything Mon County Beekeepers you could ever need. That's what I have done on my phone. It makes it really easy to get back and forth between all of our platforms. So that's all I have as far as our resources that we provide digitally, and then of course we have our in-person resources, which I'll go over really quick. Right now we have some pollen sub in the back. We try to provide that on a yearly basis. 1 bag per person. Once we run out, I'll order some more, and then we can get more in. You guys are more than welcome to that if you need it. If you have questions about what to use pollen sub for, ask us that as well. We can help with that. And we also have access to lots of guides to how to make little feeders. We made them last spring. They were really cool. We might make them again at some other point this year or next. But we definitely have the schematics for that if you don't have one and you get one. We also, like I mentioned earlier, do a Pro Suite order. We do door prizes and lots of other fun stuff. We have lots of events for the club. That's kind of all the in-person stuff I can think of. But we try to keep it fun and fresh for you guys. So any ideas that you have are always appreciated. We like being able to do new things and provide new things and provide value. I know that, $6 dues aren't a whole lot, but we want to try to provide as much as we can for that $6. So if there's anything at all we can ever do to provide more or to provide better, I guess, please let us know. Like I mentioned, you can contact us at info@moncountybeekeepers.com. You can do that through the member portal. You can do that through the main page. You can call us, text us, Facebook us. We're always basically available, so we're happy to hear from you guys. Any questions? Yes, sir. Hmm.
So the question is there a easy way to get messages to the reason I ask you is that we're going to be putting on, there's meetings that we're working on that as well. We're going to be putting on a meeting workshop.
Mm-hmm.
It would be nice if I could just share that.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. So the best way, there's a couple good ways to share things like that, and that's a great thing to bring up. So if you guys are working with other organizations or doing other things and want to cross paths with the beekeepers while you're doing that, like this mead making operation, it sounds really fun. I kind of want to attend. All you have to do is contact us at any of those. You can contact me directly at mike.lamp@moncountybeekeepers.org or info@moncountybeekeepers.org. That comes to us. And we will make sure to blast that information on our website and on our pages. So that's one way. You can also, if you're on Facebook and within our group, you can share that information there yourself. But we're happy to provide that service to share that for you, absolutely. So if you want to get that to me either this evening or we can talk after the meeting, but for sure we're happy to do that for you.
The website.
The website has a calendar?
No, the Facebook.
On Facebook page? Okay.
Oh, that reminds me, something else that we are going to be providing here soon. We haven't started it yet because there's a little bit of semantics to work out, but we're going to be sending text messages to you guys. So about a week before the meeting, you should look for a text message saying, hey, don't forget about us. Everybody's on their phones these days, and like I said, Facebook isn't really the only or best place to provide things. So we're going to try to meet folks where they are. Shoot, we're a public service text me, so why not have a beekeeper text, right? If it's going to be trash, may as well be beekeepers. That was the only other thing I think I forgot. I do have some calendars if you guys are interested. Give me 1 second to grab those. They're right here behind this thing. I forgot about them. These are really cool calendars. They're from the West Virginia Extension Office, and if you guys want them, they're through Grow WV. I don't know if you guys have seen any of those posts or any of those bits of information, but they have. It's basically a calendar of what to do in your garden all year. So, for example, January 1st, you don't have to do anything because it's New Year's Day. But on January 2nd, you're supposed to increase humidity for houseplants and browse seed catalogs. And then on the 3rd, you're supposed to plan your garden layout and cut poinsettias to 6 inches and place in a sunny window if you have those. It's got like little bits of plant information for just about every day of the year, which is super interesting, especially if you're like a small time, I don't know when to put my tomatoes in gardener like me. So I have one of these hanging up at home. They offered them to us. If you guys are interested, you're more than welcome. If you don't want one, don't feel obligated, but they're cool.
They send out a weekly email too with the list for the week of what you're supposed to do.
Yes, they do.
Also sign up for free seeds for their grow challenge.
Yes, they do have free seeds, which you can do from their QR code right here at the bottom of the first page if you pull this up. That's going to be the feedback for next year. No more QR codes. Does anybody have anything else that they'd like to add specifically? Sorry, that was the last thing on my agenda. Yes? What?
This was handed to me the other day because I'm one.
Oh.
Isn't that right over there?
Apparently, this is Rural King. Rural King. That's terrible. Rural King apparently sells Italian or Carniolan honeybees with queen and cage for $219.99. Pre-order now until March 31st. Where these come from, nobody knows. They come from Rural King. So if you are interested, she has a flyer. So, and I know that a lot of other local nuke suppliers are going to be getting prepared as well. To start selling their nukes. So check out our website to see those nuke suppliers as they come available. And if you have people that you already buy from locally, make sure you're checking with them, of course, as well. For anybody who needs inspecting, this is something else. Shout out to our regional inspector in the back here. Make sure that you get on his list to get inspected if you're planning on selling packages this year, or if you just need to get an early season inspection because you'd like some help with what's going on. That's what the Department of Agriculture is for, so make sure you utilize those services as much as you can. Anybody have anything else I should add? Who is he? Oh, that's a great question. Paxton, why don't you stand up and introduce yourself? Yeah, I'll put all of his information up on our website as well, and we'll send that out in an email so that you guys can get access to that. He didn't say his name, great introductions there, but his name's Paxton Kobe. Paxton. And you can get with him after this meeting too, because we're gonna break and talk here in just a few minutes. So you can get with him while we're doing that and get more information there. And I will also post links on the website so you can get in touch with him directly. Anything else we want to talk about? Yes. Yes, you do. It is important to keep your registration up to date for the West Virginia Department of Agriculture. Yes, and you can go online to update it. It takes like 2 seconds. It's very, very quick to update online. The reason you want to update as much as you can is because, well, one, it's nice to have accurate loss statistics, but two, it's if anything were to happen and you were to have bears come in or something like that, then you have to have your registration up to date in order for them to reimburse. Yeah, sure. Karen has a really cool story. She's using our our club observation hive right now. Do you want to tell the story as to why? Because I think everyone would probably think it was really cool.
they were very happy. And so I was telling them in the car, to all your friends to help you figure out. And I was like, "Oh, okay. Just stay with us." And so she's sitting in the center. She's like, "This is so funny." So just keep watching her, and she sees that. So, don't be so crazy.
Definitely a one for the books. It's definitely a weird one. I've never gotten into, I mean, I guess that's not what you would hope for, right? But I mean, you would hope for more bees than that. But like, you go in to do the autopsies, you never think the queen's actually going to still be alive. So I have no idea what. When she called me, I had absolutely no idea. I was like, bring it up at the club meeting, maybe someone will know. So if anybody has any ideas for Karen, please feel free to share. All right. It looks like we've about finished up, so let's do some drawing so we can have some bee chat here for a little while, eh? We have two things that we're giving away this evening, and then also the 50-50. One thing that we're going to be giving away are these 10 frames, 10 deep frames, courtesy of Bearsville Bees. Thanks, Bearsville, for these 10 frames. They also have wax foundation in them, so that's cool. Does somebody want to draw? Yeah, I don't need to take it. Does somebody else over back there want to draw it? I always have to draw. Eight, 4, 8 of the last 30. Oh, congratulations! You won 10 frames. I hope you got some deep boxes at home. Okay, good. Congratulations. Here you go. Okay, they're all there. I was like, oh, one of those stay in the car. All right. And then the other prize that we're giving away today is one free registration for the West Virginia Beekeepers Association Spring Conference. If you've already registered, that's okay. Get with us. We'll take care of it. If you haven't registered yet, get with us. We'll take care of it. And the winner will be, yeah, Jackson's going to draw. 852. 852, there you go. Congratulations. So before you leave today, get with us and we'll make sure we take care of it. Well, see, there you go. Oh, something else I meant to mention. Now I'm glad that we're talking about the conference. The Mountaineer Beekeepers Association has offered for anyone in our club to be a volunteer if they would like at the spring conference down in Clarksburg. If you would like to be a volunteer, they have a separate sign-up sheet for that. And get with me afterward, I can tell you where you can find that information. It's slightly cheaper, but it's a lot of work, so it's a trade-off. But we'd love to have your help doing it. We're volunteering as well. That's why I say we. It's a great, fun time for a lot of folks. It's going to be 2 full days of a lot of beekeeping fun, so it's nice to be a part of. Did you have something? Oh, sorry. All right. And then I guess then the only thing I need to give away is the 50-50, right? The money. How much money am I giving away today? Hold, please. I'm giving away $45. Woo! $45. What time is it? Olive Garden's still open. Who's drawing this one? $277. Right where? Who? You? Yes. Ha! Congratulations! You won $45. Amy will get that for you. You can get with her to get that. If there's nothing else, I'm going to bring the, well, we got something. Yeah, okay. If you took those flyers to give out, don't give them out. Yeah, for that beginner's class, don't give those flyers out. If you took them, you can drop them off here before you leave or throw them away. We're gonna be switching up, I guess, one of those dates, so I'll redo those flyers and get them back out. But sorry for that confusion. Jump the gun on it, but we're good. I will. Yeah, I absolutely will, for sure. Okay, well, if there's nothing else then. Oh, well, there is something else. Come up here. What else? Are you gonna talk about Beeks City USA? All right, Shauna's here. She missed the first half of our meeting because she was at her fancy city council meeting. So she's gonna give us a little bit more information about Beeks City USA that I didn't have to provide earlier. Yes, we did. Well, briefly.
So, as you know, Westover is now Beeks City USA, so we got a resolution passed. And woo, so now we're gonna be working on the signs. Mike and I are gonna meet with, Felicia from Morgantown Mall tomorrow, and we're gonna talk about maybe doing, display, like have the club put a display at Morgantown Mall, maybe put up a Beeks City USA sign. And I'm working with the city right now to get an estimate on the size and places that we want to put signs. One of the suggestions was the pollinator triangle that we did last year, putting a sign there, and then maybe one either at the main entrance into Westover, one side or the other, either like the Westover Bridge side or the other, the other side near the mall. So we've got some things planned like that. And I'm planning on making a whole hoopla out of this when we put the sign up. So, I'll keep everybody posted, see if anybody has any ideas. I'm planning on approaching some of the local businesses in Westover, like the soda pop shop and the coffee tea roasters, and see if they'll do a honey-themed drink that day and just some stuff like that. So.
Do we know what they're wearing about?
We don't. Yeah,
No.
it's kind of like, it's kind of going. We can kind of pick dates and stuff. So I guess now I just need to figure out with the city placement of sign, like, and we'll probably do that too. I think we should definitely put one at the triangle.
Yeah.
Since we're planning on.
So probably like February, March, somewhere right around there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
We'll start working on that with our community outreach group. So anybody who is on that group or is interested in being on that group who isn't on the community outreach group, get with Shauna because we're working on a lot of fun things here. And then also the, yes, congratulations. And also the monthly content group. Linda has been doing a fantastic job of keeping us contented for the last year. Thank you so much, Linda. We appreciate all the help. Anybody who wants to help her out with that, has any ideas for things they want to hear here at club meetings or things they want to see us do to provide more educational opportunities to you guys, let us know because we can always use that help. Yes, workshop ideas. If there's anything that you have thought, I always want to make that at a club meeting, let us know. One more thing? One more thing. That's okay, we got time. We're early, we're good.
the West Virginia, the DNR is doing this thing where you can register your property and you get a little sign. It's free to become a wild yard. So I did this at my yard. So you can just Google Wild Yards Program if anyone's interested.
Okay, and I can also put that link up on our webpage as well. So I'll get that from Shauna and put that up. I want one of those signs. It's another good reason not to mow my grass. All right. Anything else? Nope. Well, then without further ado, I bid you adieu. Is that right? Yeah. I do. Guys, have a great evening. We'll chit chat here for a while. We don't have to go anywhere until after 8. So hang out, talk these. I'm gonna be going around here trying to gather some volunteers and whatnot.